Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. X slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blood is back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stun. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 480. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We own them.
Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Going right side, he has Winton. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On the return, it's King. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the red zone now, Rivers. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Badgley now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Prescott. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Zach, green 80. Hey, bro, 80. Ain't no such thing.
Following the interception here, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Cooper was the target there, but it's going to be second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 77 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They go play action. Rivers over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on second down. Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look, and he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry. As the first half is winding down, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next score, Chargers 14, Cowboys 7. Michael vaccinated to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
We're gonna work
At their own 25-yard line.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped and picked up by the Chargers. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Push him back. Check 3. Check hot. Wait, 89.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extras...
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Play action now. Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first and 10, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone. Now
a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
All day,
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
My sons, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag of off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving mad and blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah,
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action now. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And a former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson, options out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 3rd and long for Prescott. Now, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Patrick Owasor able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Here we go, D. All day, D.
On 2nd down, Ingram. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 17, Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Ravens are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their side.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressive. Goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And an alley to run. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
You got three down.
On third down, Elliott. Well, he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
There's Jackson on third and long. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This one complete to Ingram. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Jackson will throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Check 99. Check 4. Check 4.
Again, Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Jackson, option right. And the 3rd quarter starts with a run by Ingram. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Don't get nervous.
Jackson, options out left. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Here's Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Ingram again. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Ravens on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Shoot. 66. Bullet.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback up.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set, ready. Pittsburgh. 54. What we got? What we got? What we got?
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Your trip is here, baby.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in it. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Joseph now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Go! Ready! 280! 57! And I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! Shoot! Shoot! 21! 25!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play, 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
It's 180. check. 45 the mic.
Run.
45 the mic. 45.
Hey, echo.
Hey, defense, let's go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Hey, good. 180. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Pistol. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
45. Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Darius Taylor there in to make the tackle.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll make it 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Ryan. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Landry now on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. As the first half is winding down, and the Browns add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
50 cents per month. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Ryan to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sheldon Richardson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Ryan. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Here we go.
On first down. Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets them into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
11 yards there, 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, X25. Go.
From the 41, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, this defensive...
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, watch out, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. X slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
You're set. I'm 18. I got you, pump. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Hey, 55. 60.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Wait. Turn it up.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
3 bucks. Check. Crunch. 54. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the screen. Pass. Check the
Watson.
Check that.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
55. Number 53. Mike 53. Hey, watch the slide.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Finding fouls complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I got you.
From the gun, here's Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Check out. 6 and 5. You can't block me.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Colts are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Texans nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for...
Touchdown, Houston! DeAndre Hopkins, 77 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check out. 675.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
From the 31, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Third and 2, Watson. Being chased out left. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a play fake, and it's locked. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. It's locked. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They will run with Ware. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Luck going to keep it on the sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run forward with Hines. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Hey, Wood!
Off of play action, Luck. Ebron's got it, and I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now, operating from the gun. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They'll run with Foreman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
What's up? 19. Check. 53's mine. Check. Hey, 31. Down, go.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. A shotgun snap for Lott. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught left side by Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 69 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Reset. 18. 55.
Smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
49, check 49.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson over the middle, open is Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on 1st down. Miller. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on to tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
No time now.
On 1st down, it's Watson. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Locke. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve for the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get 2
new bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'm a running back. Ay. Same day, why I'm a running back. Yeah. Friday, payday, running back. Ay. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Monday, down. You want it, eh? Hey, here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
54. Switch. Out.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Hey,
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
7:34.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Hey, Zoo.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go.
Switch up.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 42 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
54.
On 1st down, Richard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Down. 180.
Mike's 5-4.
Easy. Kill.
Years back and go full strength.
Mike's
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 54.
Man, I got you. Man.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Watch the pass. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
6-18.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, 40 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Oh, look at that. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Newton to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the 50, Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. For the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where...
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, 31 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
These two teams all tied after one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch us slap, watch us.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, we're good.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
What down? 180. White Monday. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. 734. Small. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Okay, double up.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
54's Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Let's go, defense.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, high 7.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike's 5-4.
Express.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up third down and...
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Slam! Express!
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 45 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point by Carlson, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Right to the 3.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tahir Whitehead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Woo! Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's checking. Express. Crash.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Mario Addison in on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Go. Check.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 26 yards. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, a nice spin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 59 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up. Express.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Kill. Express. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Newton. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
And a Panther first down.
Take a set. Like 80. Like 50.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down, Panthers.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
15-yard line.
Gun.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Now, you ready?
Right there, 54 miles.
9.
He's back to throw. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a second down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw, Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? Right to the 3.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.